no cell phones, no laptops, no electronic devices at all. I don't want to even see your cell phone. I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to know you have it. If I become aware of it, you will be kicked out for that day. If it happens a second time, you will be dropped from the class. That's my only absolutely non-negotiable rule. Okay? You can't live for an hour and 15 minutes without playing with your cell phone. Then you should be going to college. Let's see. Then all this other stuff is just bullshit you have to put on your shoes. Okay? And that's it. Any questions so far on what the rules are? No? You guys are all good? Really? Okay, so let me tell you the real rules then. Let me tell you a little bit about my teaching philosophy, okay? First off, I've been doing this for a long time, okay? I was actually a full-time professor here at LACC back a long freaking time ago. I was full-time for 3 years here before I got smart and left. Actually, I didn't want to leave when I left, but it turned out to be a good thing. So I've been full-time at PCC now, full-time professor for 20 years at PCC. This is my 20th year. And then I've also been doing this class for like, seems like 5 or 6 years. This class is the biggest. I got sucked into doing this because the chair at the time was a personal friend of mine, and the person that was teaching this class was a personal friend of ours, and he was a loser. And so she called me one day and she said, "Can you take over the Saturday class? Tommy's a loser." And we knew this about this. We know this. He would even tell you stuff. I said, "Sure, I'll do it this semester." Well, freaking here I am. Same thing every semester. We have nobody who will teach you. Anyway, so yeah, so I've been doing this for like 7 years here, okay? Anyway, so the bottom line is I've been doing this a long time, okay? And what does that mean if I've been doing this a long time? Huh? Oh. It basically means that I'm a tenured professor. What's that mean? I can't get fired. There's any shit they can do. Right? I will be here long after they're dead and gone. In spirit, anyway. Right? Yeah, so you may have noticed I'm not the most conventional professor in the world. Okay? But I've been doing this a long time, right? The fact that I'm tenured, the fact that they can't get rid of me, pretty much I can do whatever I want, right? And also, I believe 100% in academic freedom, okay? Now, does anybody know what academic freedom means? It's very important to your college education, right? Because academic freedom is the idea that no one can come into this classroom and censor the classroom environment. No one can come in here and say, you cannot talk about that. No one can come in here and say, you can't use those words. No one can tell us what we can and cannot do in this class, right? And I will take that academic freedom all the way to the edge. We'll talk about whatever we want to in here. I will not censor anything. Don't be surprised if I use bad language occasionally. It's just something I do. Don't be surprised if shit and fuck should come out of my mouth. It's always out there. But the reason I'm telling you this is because I realize some people don't like that. Some of you, like, you have your little virgin ears, and it's like, oh, I can't hear that word. You're going to hear that word, okay? But I'm telling you on the first day, so this gives you opportunity. If you don't want to hear any shit like that, then you can go take somebody else's class. Because I'm telling you I will do it. And also, at the end of the class, I always give you the opportunity to critique my performance, right? And it always pisses me off when some little pinhead student says, the teacher shouldn't use bad words. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to use bad words, right? But the beauty of it is you can also use bad words if you want. Yes. I am not going to censor you. You can say anything you want. You don't ever use bad words? Come on. Where are you from? India. You trying to tell me you don't use bad words, even Indian bad words? Huh? Oh, so you don't use English bad words? Yes. But you'll use Indian bad words. Hey, do you what? Sure is. No, it's too late. You should have been here at 9 o'clock when we started. Yeah. You smoke? No. No? Hey, what's up with them banning these Indian cigarettes? Biddies? Biddies?
Maybe with the government, I don't know, but right now I think it's fine, so I don't know.
No, I mean, U.S. just banned these Indian cigarettes from coming to the U.S.
I don't smoke, so I don't know.
You don't know anybody in India that smokes?
I know, but...
Look, dude, I don't smoke either, but if somebody came up to me and said, hey, you ever heard of Marlboro? I'd say, yes. Come on. Jeez. This guy, he's like, he doesn't know India. Do you even know where India is? Maybe. Anyway, so back to the whole, we're not going to censor anything, okay? But so when you choose topics, you can choose to talk about anything you want to talk about, right? I'm not going to tell you you can or cannot talk about anything. If you want me to give you guidance and tell you whether I think your topic is good or not, I will tell you that, right? But I'm not going to say you can't talk about that, okay? With the exception of one thing. There's one area that's off limits. Anybody know what that area is? What's the one thing you can't talk about in here? Politics you can talk about. Religion. No religion. Why? Huh? It's controversial, so we're not going to talk about any controversial things? Hell no, we'll talk about controversial things. No, that's not a reason not to talk about something. Why should we not? Why are we not going to talk about it? What's the problem with religion? Why can't we talk about religion? Yeah, but everything's personal, right? I mean, anything you can say, anything's personal. Like him, he's personal. I think he's the only person that believes it. Yeah.
Could it be a legislation of
church and state?
Church and state.
If that was the case, we couldn't have any religious studies classes on campus.
Or, I mean, like hate crime in particular.
No, no. Oh, you mean if you get a bag on religion?
Slam.
You're like, those, my God! No. No? But that's still basically, like, anti-religion is still religion. Huh? I got the motivation. I didn't get the first one.
Only you know the answer.
I do only know. I think you know. Some of you know the answer, but you were just not saying the answer because you think, I'm not going to say that. If I say the word religion to you, what does that bring to mind? What's the first thought that crosses your mind if someone says religion?
I'm bored already.
Huh?
I'm bored already.
Thank you. The reason we're not going to talk about religion is number one, because it's fucking boring. It's boring. And here's the bottom line. You don't care about anybody's religion. Nobody cares about your religion, and you don't care about anybody else's religion. You only care about your own little religion. We don't want to hear it, right? It's not worth it. It's just boring. Nobody wants to hear you. And you know, it's like a personal thing, yes, right? And nobody cares. So If you wanna pray 17 times a day facing 15 directions, that's fucking great. You can do that. It's not in here. You wanna kiss the Pope's ring? You can do that. Not in here, right? You wanna run around saying, "Yay, we are the first Christians." That's fucking wonderful. That's just fucking up the world. Right? You can say that. Or if you want to burn incense and give fruit to dead people, you can do that. But not in this class. So now when I say you can't talk about religion, I'm not saying you can't have any religious topics. You could possibly have a religious topic as long as there's no preaching. Right? Don't be coming in here saying, you better be a Christian or you will burn in hell. We don't want to hear this. Any other topics is wide open. You can talk about anything else.